We got you. We
You
walking
good?
through. We walking through.
So,
We don't.
the, our podcast is pretty much just us talking. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
not
okay.
like
We
us, but
yeah. We're not
it's a
professionals.
conversation. Like, it's literally just a
speaking of
conversation.
speaking of which, yo, welcome everybody, man. We back again. Thank y'all for coming here, Cigar Lounging. I'm your local hero here with my co-host.
B1, aka the Alton. Bring your problems to me.
Not me. Leave that shit with y'all. All right, yo. So we here with a special guest. As you know, every time we on these podcasts, we got something to drink. So we went to the bartender. You figure deal me. But before we get into this, what is everybody smoking? And what is everybody drinking?
Okay. I'm smoking cigar from Daniel Marshall
Mm-hmm.
Cigars, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
torpedo.
Okay, okay.
And then I'm drinking on some y'all just got me about to pour me up a glass. Gentleman's Jack.
Oh, gentlemen, that's what I'm talking about right there, boy. The
Uh,
gentleman.
Yeah.
I got the perfect glass for that. You probably can't really see the lettering in it, but it actually says the gentleman. Uh,
Yeah, it's coming on the
today I'm
gentleman.
smoking
Joe gotta
on.
be showing
I
us
got
some
the fire.
juice.
Hey, always. So I got the little firecracker from Sassy Soul Cigars. Nice cigar. I'm loving it. And then you know me, I'm always drinking my Evan Williams.
All right,
Love
well,
it.
I got this joint. Kiki Momo cigars, man. Just came through. Got that. And of course, had to get my old Forest, the 100 proof. You know what I'm talking about? I got that bourbon sitting over here.
Okay. I see y'all.
So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, I got a question. Because when I saw your IG, I was like, damn, I'm mobile bartender. As much as I've been drinking, why the fuck ain't I think of that, right? Now, when it tells mobile bartender, now does that mean like you? I know you go to people, but do you go to people's houses and set up, or is it like a food truck? They just come to the truck and just get drinks. Like, how does that work?
Now I go to the house and set up. I actually have like a little bar, a mobile bar that I take and just set it
Hmm.
up with a. I bring everything. I provide the liquor and everything. Everything the bar is needed, I'm bringing it.
Okay, because
Oh,
So
I,
yeah,
I saw that
and
that
and by
luau you
being
had. That
mobile,
shit
I'm
look
going.
lit.
Yeah, by being mobile, I go anywhere in Cali, long as it
Now,
ain't too
did you?
far.
Hold on, you said anywhere. Oh, as long as it ain't too
Yeah,
far. Okay.
that's what
Now,
mobile
what
is.
what part of Cali you in? You in Diego, ain't you?
No, I'm actually at Santa Cruz, California,
Okay, so, okay.
like
Because I
Southern
was looking,
California.
I like, damn, yo, she got the luau set up. That shit look dope. They had the little hula skirt girls. I was like, yo, why the fuck ain't I at that party?
Yeah, that was a little bartending I was doing at a little while. I think that was out
That's
in Whittier, if I'm not mistaken.
that shit look up.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the advantage. See, y'all, let me tell you how lucky y'all is in Southern California. Now, right now, I'm lucky because I'm in Southern Maryland, but I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
Y'all got and it's gonna sound like to y'all it might not be, but to us, y'all got the nicest fucking winter. Like, I be looking. I ain't gonna lie. When I was a little kid, and I was looking at the music videos in Cali, and they had palm trees and shit. I said, "Damn, that look nice, man." I look outside. We got like two trees with no leaves on that bitch. All we had was pigeons out there fighting for bread. That shit was crazy.
Got a
Shit was
cardboard
crazy.
box and a crate sitting
Yeah,
next to the
Cali is
window.
known for the views.
Now tell me, so tell me how it is in your neck of the woods, man. How was it growing up over there?
See, I got lucky. I didn't really live in the bad part of LA. I actually lived in San Fernando Valley. That would be
Mm-hmm.
considered as what the white area
Like
of California,
I don't
basically.
say would that be considered kind of like the middle class out there?
Yeah.
So you
So
like you still
Because
in
you
LA County though, right?
that's
yeah,
I don't say
Okay.
that. That's
I
what
didn't
that's
live.
kind of where you ain't quite made it yet, but you ain't down there yet. You ain't down there either.
Yeah, yeah,
You just
I
kind
ain't
of
gonna
like
lie. The
hover right in the
only
middle.
yeah.
I
Basically,
always wanted to go. I like Cali. I like San Diego. I always wanted to go to LA, but our politics is way too different. And I like wearing blue and red and orange. And I don't know if a Hoover gonna stub me out or a Blood or a Crip. So I'll be like, yo, I
I
ain't gonna
actually
even.
lived in that neighborhood. Like, I spent my 20s in LA, and I love red.
Okay.
When I first moved to LA, I loved red, and I was on the bus stop. Couldn't do that. I got hit up so many times, so many times. And it was just like, okay, I can't do this. I lived in a Crip neighborhood too, so it was like
Yeah,
always,
you be caught out of bounds out there, man. I'm like, yo, I'm
yeah.
finna go.
And it was,
I don't
yeah, I
know.
learned a lot. You
I
couldn't
can't
walk
tell
down the
y'all.
street with no sandals on, none of that.
I
OG
remember I
told
went
me get
on.
down and give him 10 because he was like, that's a violation. If something happened,
Yeah,
you gonna get got. And
yeah.
I'm
I remember I was in New York. They was on it like that. I was in New York. I was in Harlem, and I had the Red Bulls jersey with the red chucks, and I'm like,
oh
man, G, man, G. And I hang around a bunch of Crips. I'm like, cut, and them motherfucker looked at me like, man, I like, look, man, I don't know shit about Crips and Bloods. I can tell you about GDs and Vice Lords. I don't know
yeah.
nothing about nothing about that association. It's crazy. Now, what got you besides your love of alcohol? What got you into bartending?
Shit, I was always mixing up the drinks at the family functions and stuff. And I was just thinking, like, shit, I can turn this into a damn business. Why
Yeah,
not? And then,
yeah.
Hey,
shit, I so happened 4th of July last year, I had bartended my dad party. And I got a great feedback. And I was like, I'm going to run with this. And ever since then, I've been doing it.
Okay, okay.
uh, now, have you done any like what's the largest party you've done so far?
Oh, I did a quinceañera.
Ooh,
Oh
And
man.
them some
man,
drinking
Oh
motherfuckers there.
Tia, tell me
yeah.
about it. I had a trunk full of liquor for their ass. But
You
they was
better.
wild. And,
That's kind of one of
woo,
those
So,
parties where you probably got to come in with what you got and probably still got to go get more later on.
yeah.
Because
yo, yeah,
when
we
they
Luckily, I
know,
start
we
already
know how
knew
they
what kind of
party.
crowd it was because on the little service that I use, it tells me how many people going to be at the party. Going to be like 25 to 75, 75
Uh-huh.
to 100 or whatever the case. So I'm already prepared of what I need to bring. And not everybody
okay.
drinks. Some people like non-alcoholic drinks, and I offer that service
Hmm.
too because not everybody drink. I
I was,
get
I
that.
was going to ask about that.
Yeah, and even kid, sometimes a kid may want a little smoothie, a margarita. You gotta make it a virgin form. So all the
Hey,
people
Yeah,
do drink. So I'm open to all of
you know,
that.
give them a Shirley Temple, make them feel special.
Yeah, make
yeah,
them feel like they got a little buzz on. When you had a little root beer, you feeling
Yeah,
like, you know,
yeah. Hey, we know the rule. The
give them
kid
some
party
fun.
turned to adult party after that.
oh God.
No, yeah, they
All
definitely
right,
be on it.
hmm
so,
Now
all right,
I got a question for you. So now you were saying you use an app that tells you how many people are there.
hmm
So do you charge based on the size of the party, or do you just have like one flat rate where it's like, all right,
I
this is
have
how
one
much I'm gonna
flat
charge
rate.
you
I
to come
got one
out there?
flat rate. Actually, I
flat
should.
rate.
Okay.
Let me bring out my business card.
Oh, she got the all money in joint behind. She plugged in. G. She
I
got the
told y'all
all
I'm living
money
it.
in. I just saw that, boy.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm about to show y'all something. Hold on.
Uh,
All right.
she got the all money in plugged in back there, boy.
Hey, sometimes how you got to do it.
Rest in peace to neighborhood nip, man.
You know, this little firecracker is lasting a lot longer than I thought it was going to. When I first saw it, I was like, oh,
No,
man,
that's
probably
like a
about
30
10,
minute.
15. And see, that's what I
That's
thought.
about
I was like,
30,
man, maybe about 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to knock that out. No problem.
no, 30, 40
It's still
minutes.
going,
30,
still
40
burning
minutes.
good.
I
My
told
bad. I
you
had
she
to
be
go
on point.
downstairs. But check this.
Oh, word.
Let me see.
Oh,
Okay.
word. Okay.
Yeah. This is before he hit that little beard and all that. That's when Bullets Had No Eyes came out.
Yeah, shout out to
Mm.
rest in peace, Nip, man. That dude was dope, man. I believe, honestly, to keep it a Google with you, that was the next Pac right there, man.
Truth be told, yeah, he was spitting that fire. He was
That
spitting
motherfucker
what we
was,
needed to hear.
he
That's
was,
what
he
how
was,
I
he,
tell
Now, see,
people ain't nothing realer.
my
he was
only
doing
thing
this
with,
shit,
with
looking
people,
out for the
with
hood, all that.
artists, like, I'm saying that, see, that's my problem with artists like Nipsey. My problem isn't with them. The problem is that when you get people like Nipsey, people who actually telling you the truth, trying to put you on, they don't want that.
Yeah, they ain't soaking up
Because it's
that
like
knowledge.
something always happens to them mysteriously.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta
So,
listen. Look at you. Oh, you down, man, down. Oh, his camera drunk. But you gotta listen to
oh
what
shit.
you gotta listen to what Boosie said, man. Boosie said that shit come from your own hood, man.
For real.
Sometimes you got to get out and regulate from a distance.
Yeah.
Like I love my
Most of the
hood. When I
rappers
go
died in
back,
their hood.
I
Truth be
go back.
told.
I chug the deuce. I shake a couple hands and I keep it moving. I'm not hanging around because I already know what it is over there.
Yeah. Can't
That shit
grow
not
there.
conducive. Yeah, it's not conducive to a positive environment. They're positive people. See, that's a lot of people don't understand. It's positive people. They're good people, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not conducive. So, like for instance, we're doing something in a couple days. Actually, we're gonna do like a little auction. We got
Okay.
this dope little gifts we're gonna do, but we're gonna donate the money to this charity from back home.
Okay.
So what my mans do is he take underprivileged kids, he teach them body work. So he teach them a skill. So then he has them work in his shop. So when they're done, while they learning the job, and then when they're done, they already have a job, they already have a skill.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so it's like I said, it's like if you're looking at this and you ain't from the hood, don't get it twisted, man. It ain't like rap songs really embellish a lot of
Right?
that shit,
See,
man.
I'm back.
But in
Yeah,
the black community, they always like
it,
glorify the struggle. If you ain't in the struggle, you ain't real. You ain't a real nigga type shit. And
yeah,
then really our goal is to get out of that. So we got
yeah.
to change that whole narrative to something bigger than that.
See, my thing
Because
was like
ways we can make it out without selling drugs and robbing and killing and
Yeah.
gangbanging, you just got to figure it out.
I used to tell motherfuckers like, man, y'all like everybody asks me, man, what's going on in Chicago? Like y'all got stop looking at the news, man. It's over 3 million people in the Chicagoland area. It's not even the most dangerous place by population. It's really not. There's a lot of places more dangerous than that. It's just the fact that they focus on that, and that happens in one little area on the south side, one little pocket on the south side. But you go to the north side, the west side, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit happens everywhere. So you can't be listening to the news and like I heard this goofy online, he's talking about, oh yeah, this is such a terrible neighborhood. And I'm like, yo, I've been through that neighborhood hundreds of times. Ain't nothing happened to me. Mind your business. That's the simplest thing.
True.
Mind
Yeah,
your
that's
business.
even with LA. I feel like if you don't fuck with them, they ain't gonna fuck with you. Now, if you go looking
Right.
for something, of course they're gonna do what they do. Can't be mad at that.
Yeah, but we ain't got no reason. Now let me
I'm
ask you a
saying
question about
generally in most of these areas where they try to say it's bad, that's generally the truth. Hey, mind your business, stay out of other folks, and you fine.
True.
Like your problems
hey,
come in when you trying to worry about what that man over there doing or what that girl over there doing, and then you want to talk. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk and you want to speak on shit that you don't know about.
Yeah.
That's when you start having problems.
Like Ply said, it ain't your business. Don't speak on that.
yeah. So here's my next question. When you start getting into cigars,
Oh,
Man,
cigars. I
hold on, hold on. Matter of fact, let me better ask this question. What was your first cigar, and when did you know? Okay, I could fuck with this.
uh I've been dabbling in it for a minute, but last year I had did a party. I had did a what kind of cabana party. That was the theme, and the
Hmm.
dude had some Cubans, and he had gave me a Cuban, and I smoked. And I was like, okay, okay, I fuck with these because I smoke blacks and I smoke weed, but I was like, okay, this is right. I don't mind this. I could see myself smoking these, and then I just started like here and there, but I don't do it as often as most people do. But I do it. Me and my brother do it. But now that I'm actually a brand ambassador for a cigar company now, so
Okay.
I'm gonna start
Which
Daniel
which cigar?
Marshall
Which
cigars.
which cigar
Daniel
company?
Mar- Daniel
Oh, you know
Marshall
what?
cigars.
Yeah, I saw
The
your you
homie.
tagged them in that little pack thing.
Yeah. What is it? 24K. The home of the 24K cigar. I don't know if y'all heard of that, but
Oh, I be
Steve Harvey be fucking with them.
we be looking them up. We be looking them up, get something off of them. That's what we do. We
Yeah.
love buying from
If
people.
you put in the code Becky the bartender, you get a little discount.
Okay.
okay.
They got a
We
little
definitely check
sample.
them out.
This is a little sampler I had got. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
We definitely be checking them out. We definitely be checking them out.
Oh, yeah,
We love
yeah.
networking.
Yeah, and it's actually out here in Santa Ana, California.
Okay.
I guess it's been running for about 38 years now. And
Okay.
he had the same way. He had
Hey, we
hit
all
me up the same way you did about my bartending because he was shocked about how everything I did it. And then I just started talking to him, telling him like, hey, I don't mind being a brand ambassador. I'm a little rookie cigar smoker, but this will elevate my game to smoke more cigars. So yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
right. Hey, don't feel bad. I mean, I'm still new to it myself, and
Mm-hmm.
like I tell them all, like I say all the time, I smoke cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
So like for me, cigars taste a little bit different
Yeah.
than like my brother. So like my brother had one, and he'll be like, "Oh, I taste this, and it tastes like this," and like I'll smoke the same cigar and be like, "Yeah, I don't taste none of that."
Yeah. Same
like,
here. Maybe I was
like
like different.
none of that.
It's
Yeah.
it's subjective, man. It's like I say, taste is subjective. You're not gonna taste what the next person tastes. All right, but let me ask you another question. So how good is well? You got a mobile bar,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm thinking like if I was to do that in Chicago, it'd be booming. So I know you got to be doing okay over there
Mm-hmm.
because are you the
Actually,
only one? Because you're the only one I've seen doing it, but are you the only one there doing it?
no. There's plenty of everybody doing it out here. They just not doing it
Yeah.
how I'm doing it.
Okay.
That's my thing. Because
Okay.
not everybody price is different. Like most people, they make you pay for the liquor and everything,
Mm,
and then pay them. Me,
mm,
my like I was telling, I don't know if I didn't get to tell you, but my price is at 100 an hour. That's because I provide everything
okay.
needed for a bar. So you don't whatever you need, ice, cups, liquor, all of that, garnishes, all that. I provide all of that. That's why the price is like that.
So so with you charging by the hour, I'm assuming yours is more like an open bar
Yeah,
because
Okay.
you just basically like, hey, look, this is what I brought. This is what y'all got to drink. Hey, drink what you want.
yeah. I
And at
provide a
the end of the
cocktail
party,
menu and everything, so they know what is on the menu for the night. Like I even let the customers know beforehand. Like here, this is the menu I got. Are you okay with this? They're like, that's fine. And I try to
oh,
match my cocktail menu towards their party because everybody has a little party thing, you know.
Mm. So what
right
do you do if you
now,
got leftover liquor? What do you do with that?
That goes in my house. That's for me.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's what I'm
I
talking
have
about.
me a drink at night. I don't drink as often, but you know, shit. At my house, you already know the drinks is on me.
Okay. I
yeah,
figure deal that one.
Shit, I live with
that's
my
my bottle
sister,
now.
so me and my sister, I've been mixing it up with my sister. My sister's not a drinker like I am, but she be testing out my drinks. So
Okay.
yeah,
Now, have you ever tried to now being a bartender? Have you ever tried to like mix your own drinks? So like create your own specific like maybe signature drink that nobody else has.
yeah. I mix up the henny with a little strawberry and cran strawberry, but I use some strawberry purr. That's more like a little syrup of strawberry. And most people say they never had it that way, and they be like, "Damn, that shit is good." I said, "Yeah, I know, I've had it because before I give the drink up to the next person, I try the drinks, and I have my sister
Okay.
try it. So you know, at that,
All right. So
you know,
we get off here. I'm gonna send you one of my recipes. You got to try.
okay, yeah,
You
I'll
can
do a
use it.
video and
If,
everything. Tag y'all.
if you like it, you could use it. I made it during the pandemic. I call it C19.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit will sneak up on you though.
Yeah, what I really messed up as I really should have took off with this in the pandemic, but I didn't because I still worked. I was essential, so I wasn't a non-essential worker. So I
Mhm.
still worked the whole pandemic. But if I would have did that during the pandemic, I would have really blown. And how everybody was online and everything. Like I still work a 9 to 5, so
Right.
you know, my life still consists of that job.
Same
So
here.
you know,
Mhm.
yeah, you don't really get to put that much time in
Well,
it. But I got this mindset as well. My 9 to 5 funds my business till my business funds my life.
Yeah, a lot of people ain't got that ethic, that grind ethic. Like when we done, we promoting, we doing this. We working, we gonna talk to some people about cigar blends. Like people don't understand. Like this shit is a 24. It's a 24-hour job.
Yeah.
Like for real, for real.
yeah,
People don't
it
understand that. They
don't
just
stop.
think, yeah,
Hustle
they
beats
think,
It's
talent and
always
talent
something.
don't hustle.
It's always
That's
something
how
else
it is.
you can be doing to push it.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like
it's all
even when you're sleeping, you should be dreaming about what else you can do to make it go further. You know what I'm saying? How to get
yes,
yourself out there.
And that's that entrepreneur mindset because you know your mind's always going. You gotta write it down. You're like, okay, I should do this, I should do that. And even then,
yeah,
I'm even thinking now that since I'm a brand ambassador for the cigar company, I'm gonna make me a mobile cigar lounge to go along
mm-hmm.
with me and bartending, stuff like that. You know?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm telling you what sparked me. I was sitting. I heard that Dame Dash when Dame Dash was talking on the Breakfast Club. He's talking about being a boss. I was like, yeah, I got to get on that. When he's like, man, most people don't want a boss; they want the security of a job. He's like, people don't want to put up their own money and go out there and be a boss. And I was like,
But that's what
you
we
know
was
what, man,
taught. That
I'm
was
with
we was
that.
taught in the black community. They tell us go get a good job, get your 401k, get your benefits, and that's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Mom and dad worked all their life, and that still wasn't enough.
Yeah, if you're gonna work 8 hours for somebody else, you should work 8 hours for yourself.
That's facts.
Well,
Like for
and I
real.
mean, with that, it's a lot easier, and that's the big thing. It's a lot easier for people to go work for somebody else because if something goes wrong, you can blame that person. So,
Yeah.
if you work for a big company, you can be like, oh, well, I can't do this because they won't do this or they won't do that. Whereas when you work for yourself, if something goes wrong, there's nobody to blame but yourself. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Now you have to try to figure out, like, all right, well, what went wrong? How can I fix that? How can I make this go different?
And people
And
don't
people just
understand
don't
that you
want to,
started from
they don't want
experience,
to put
man.
that work.
Yeah, and
They
people
just
don't
don't want to
understand
put
when
that
you do
work.
that, you started from experience, and you just
Yeah,
work your way from there.
yeah.
That's
Now,
why.
how hard? Here's a question: how hard was it for you? Was it hard to start this business and get it going, or was it like you just hit the ground running? Like you knew some people, they hooked you up, and you just hit the ground running.
Now it was hard. Like
It was
I
hard.
actually, but I kind of it was easy on my end because I researched everything before I took off with it. Like to
Mm-hmm.
me, I was always thinking like how I'm gonna get customers because your people don't always fuck with you, no matter what. You get more
Right.
likes on if you got a new job than versus are you starting a new business. So
Mm-hmm.
the app
Right.
service kind of like helped me in a sense because that's really how I get all my bookings. And shit, I'm happy to even say and blessed to say this whole uh, month I'm booked every Saturday because Saturday and Sundays is the days that I'm doing it. So I'm booked
Okay.
every day, every Saturday because my work week start on Wednesday and I work
Okay.
all the way to Sunday. So, but I get off at 2 on the weekend. So from 2 and so on, that's when I'm bartending.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what's up. I mean, now, have you ever, I mean, and so like, I guess you said you've been doing this, what, for about a year?
Yeah,
About a year. So, I mean, you still pretty early on, still
yeah.
kind of new to it a little bit. Have you ever, thought about, I mean, it's sad to say, I don't know what colleges are near you, but have you ever thought about getting like regular clients? Because like I know like a lot of fraternities and sororities, they always having parties.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually
Always.
about around USC, UCLA, and
The
Oh
only
man.
the only
yeah,
problem with that is though with the fraternities, not everybody's of drinking age.
yeah. I actually
So you
applied
had
for a job there for the UCLA because they
yeah,
have bartenders. Because they have their little what is it? They when they do the football stuff, tailgate and all that. I guess
yeah.
they
Yep, that's
supply bartenders. But my thing is, I really don't want to work for somebody when I do bartending because I'm doing it how they way. So I can't mix up what I want to mix up. It's just what they
right,
serve, basically.
right.
It's
Now,
good and bad in that because, but it's a new generation now. Not everybody wants the same old drinks at the bar, Long Island iced tea, a martini, or old
yeah,
fashioned and stuff. Most people
And
want to, try it a little different.
yeah.
and so now that brings up the question because you brought up tailgating. Do you ever just go out to like some of these games and just set up like no client, like you just set up and be like, hey,
Because you really got to have, you got to pay for the whole
Yeah.
parking spot and all that. I haven't did it. I was gonna do USC for the football games, but I actually switched to the Rams because the Rams, since they won this year, that's really where it's at. So
right,
I'm
'cause
actually
everybody out there.
I'm
Yeah.
actually employed with somebody that's an event security, well, not event security, event staffing, and they do bartender.
Oh,
So I'm with them, but if that gets in the way of what I'm doing, I can't really do it. But football season about to start up, so I
Yeah.
might do like
oh,
one or two out the month if I'm not booked.
okay. Yeah, that's not bad though. I mean, hey, one or two is a start because you never know who you might run into
Yeah,
doing those one or two.
yeah.
You might be out there and then they'd be like, oh well, hey, I'm having this party, so hey, can you come do my party? And then you
Hmm.
meet more people at that party. Next thing you know, hey, like I said, your business taking off. Hey, now you working for yourself.
Yeah,
Now I
that's
know
I
nice.
mean, it all starts somewhere.
you probably got a lot of business word of mouth too, didn't you? or just being at a party, person like, oh, I want you at my party. I like how you do this.
Yeah, to start giving out my business cards and everything. Yeah, and I
I can
just
see
make
that.
sure my
like,
presentation is there because that's everything. First impression is the last impression. So that's
Yeah,
why I try to go
yeah,
hard with make sure that I have everything I needed. So, like you said, you never know who I'm gonna run into.
true
yeah.
that, true that, true that.
You'd be surprised, like you, because even if you're doing like a small house party, people might be like, "Oh, it's just a house party." You don't know who at that house party. You
Yeah,
don't know
that's
who
what I
knows
said.
who at that house party.
And that's why I
You
said too,
know,
not to turn down this. That's why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I don't know who they know that don't know. We may not be in the
you know,
same state, but shit. At the same time, this could lead to something
right?
for me. Somebody in Cali could be watching me at this point.
Yeah, fuck all
Like
that.
you were
If they
talking
paying, I
about,
don't
like
care
you were
how
talking
small
about,
the party is.
and like
They
you were
putting that
talking
bread
about
up. I
trying to
don't care.
start maybe
I do kids
a
parties,
mobile
adult
cigar
parties.
lounge.
I'm actually gonna do a non-alcohol party for a 13-year-old in
Yeah,
September.
Oh,
And she
if
wants
you pay,
Shirley Temples, like y'all said, Shirley Temples and Rupert Floats. And I'm
yeah,
open
if
to
you
hey,
that.
there you
That's
go.
I'm getting it, and I'm getting my money young or old. I don't care.
yeah, if you paying, I don't give a fuck if it's two people there. If you paying me what I'm asking,
Yeah.
I
Hey, green is
don't
I
green.
care.
had a party that was just about maybe like 10 people, but they was paying
Yeah,
me by the hour. I'm there.
yeah, take it. I don't give a fuck.
That's all that
Ain't no
matters.
limit. Ain't no people limit. It's just a time limit.
Yeah.
Now,
That's it.
do you have a now? That's the question. Do you have a time limit? Is it a certain amount of time they have to book you for?
Uh, I would say the short amount I'll do is 2 hours.
Okay.
I'm not gonna come
Makes
out for
sense.
$100. I don't know anybody that's gonna get out the bed for $100.
Well, and plus you got to make it. You got to make it worth your time because you got to
Yeah,
get
because
up.
not only do I do it, I bring my sister along. So I pay myself
Okay.
and I pay my sister just as well. My sister's like my waitress. So like most of the people
Okay.
that don't want to come to the bar, she can go
Hmm.
ahead and bring the bar over. I got her a whole little setup like how a waitress would have, and she do what she do with that.
Okay.
Like most people
That,
offer.
that makes sense.
Yeah, most
Like
people
I
offer.
think a lot of people. I think a lot of people lose sight to the fact the saying is still true. Time is money.
Yeah,
Like like my time ain't cheap. So like I get up and I still work a 9 to 5,
yeah,
and I get up and go to work, and they're like, "Oh, well, you make this per hour. Oh, how do you get the? Why do you go in and they only pay you this much?" See, you got it wrong. They're not paying me to do the job when I get there. They're paying me to actually come in.
yeah.
Like that's what they paying me for. They're paying me to leave my house. Is what they
Mhm.
paying for. Now I just happen to provide a service once I get to their facility. Like that's how
Mhm.
that works for me. So
I got
and
it.
once it sounds bad, but once I feel as if it's no longer profitable to me, then I got to cut it loose
Yeah. The
because
only thing
my
Yes,
whole
my
objective every day is to
the
make
really only
myself
thing
more
that's keeping
profitable.
me at my job is I work for a HOA. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the homeowners association, but
oh
Yeah.
yeah, they got into it with me when back in Chicago. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
well, I work for one of those, and it's cool. They pay for my benefits, my IRA, and that's everything that comes out of their pocket. It don't come out of my pocket. So the only thing that comes out
Uh,
of my pocket is taxes. Where I'm losing at. While I'm building myself on the side, I still got me a little retirement for myself, and my job is
Right.
it's easy work. Like you said, they just want you to come in. They just need a body there. Let's just be honest.
now,
Really, that's all it is.
how far are you willing to travel, and do you charge extra if you got to go a little extra?
Uh, no, I don't charge the extra. Long as it's in Cali, if you like want me to travel out of state or something like that, like say if somebody want me to go to San Francisco, yeah, I'm gonna put the price on that because now I got to pay for
Right.
traveling fee. I may have to put in some time off at my job because I can't come in the next day. But by me
Mm.
being in Cali
Right.
and I can still come home, I don't care what I do the night before. I can still make it to work. That's my motto.
Okay.
Now gas
Once
up there,
again,
Yeah, the
they
gas
t-
is a bitch
they
out here,
taxing y'all there.
but I drive a
So
Honda, so I'm
well,
kind of good.
you know what?
The
That's
horse
Cali
where
in
at that.
general.
Hmm?
That
What'd you say?
that's Cali in general. Everything. I say that's Cali in general.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah,
out there is more expensive than the rest of the country.
yeah, that's true. But they say
so
you make it out of
Like
Cali. You make it in Cali, you can make it anywhere. Cali is the hardest place to live.
Yeah.
So how how you
I thought
now
about
how
I thought about moving to Silicon Valley at one point in time. That's where I was trying to get to.
Okay.
you better have that paper. Now you
Like
better
Yeah.
have
I'm the
not
I'm
only
more of a
you better
tech
have that
geek.
paper. Not only Betty, you better have that paper. You better have a white person talk to the cops too while you going in that motherfucker. Don't think you going in and out that bitch like like
They own
they
it.
gonna stop you.
They own it.
They gonna stop you. You better have motherfucking you better have Billy in your passenger seat to talk to the cops. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember Men in Black when he was like, "Who's that?" He's like, "Oh, this just the guy to talk to the cops." He hit the button and that motherfucker deflated. That's what you better have one of them motherfuckers over there.
That's true. Because yeah, Cali, the LAPD be on your ass. Okay.
That's
You black. That's it.
it's crazy,
Now,
man. Like I said, the fact that you could thrive, and especially with the gas prices being what it is, man. That's good. That's good business right there.
Mhm.
Cause I was looking at that shit. I saw
now,
one time it was like $6. I said $6. At
Yeah.
$6, I'm taking yo. I gotta work remotely.
now,
Right, y'all gonna have to
now
come
with
pick
having
me
your
up
own,
if anything. Yeah.
Yo, I can't.
now
Yo,
with having your own, with having your own mobile bartending thing, did you have to go through any type of licensing or anything to get that?
Well, Cali just made it. What that you have to have what is it? A bartender license. I got all that. Once it
mhm.
went in
Oh,
effect
okay.
July 1st, I believe. And once I seen that, I just hurry up and did it. So I got it. So it's good for the next 3 years.
Oh, okay.
So I can work at, and even bars, you have to have that. So if I want to go walk in the bar and they got a position available, there we go. I got everything. I don't even got to go get looking forward to anything. And I keep it on me
Okay.
Ooh,
like my ID.
Oh yeah, because you know they're gonna ask you
ooh.
about it. You know, you
Yeah,
pull up, they're gonna be like, "Hey, where your license at?"
yeah,
So you already know that. That's good. Yeah, and what we learn is whenever we talking to mobile cigar lounges or cigar accessory makers or cigar makers, that's the first thing they say, man. You gotta have that paperwork. You gotta have it done because motherfuckers be on your ass about that.
yeah. And you never know who's at that
Now,
party too, or wherever you at.
yeah.
There's so many off duty cops that be everywhere. You'll be in
Coming
shock.
through the chat.
Yeah.
So now, do you think that it was harder for you to get your start because you were a woman, or do you think that it helps you at all, or
No,
do you think there's even really a difference
I
between
feel
like
like
male
it
and
was
female
harder
bartending?
because it looks when you hear Becky, you think of a white girl, right? So when you pull up, you see this
Yeah.
black girl, and not only that, I'm a gay black woman. I dress manly, so they'd be like, Becky, and I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Uh,
You know, it takes them a while to get warm to me, but then when I start serving drinks and they see I know what I'm doing, they're like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing because
I,
I know what I'm doing. And
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, because a lot of bars I go to have women, and
that's when you just walk up.
there's a couple
That's when you
bars
walk
where
up
they
to them.
don't
They be
know.
like, Becky, yeah, what you want to make of it?
It's I went to a couple bars. The bartender didn't know what they was doing. They was pouring me triple. So shout out to them bartenders. Keep them. Uh,
so once you want to get, because they ain't pouring up the liquor for you.
keep them. I was tipping the shit out them motherfuckers. I, I went to a bar. It was supposed to be whale drinks. This bra she was hitting me with the motherfucking with the Suntory, the Japanese whiskey. Like bam. I like she's like it's just $1 shot. Bitch pouring me triple. I said, man, here go a $20 tip.
Keep
Keep
them
them
coming.
coming.
Right?
Run
Like,
that.
I ain't even mad at you, girl.
I don't want nobody. Don't nobody serve me but her. Dude coming.
I'll
Can I
wait
help
for
you?
her.
Get away
She
from me. Get
got a
away from me.
line.
Be like, I'm sorry, who are you, sir? No, you don't even work here. But yeah, I do.
Mm-mm,
No, you don't. You don't work here.
mm-mm. I want no girl. But no, it's like I think like again like bartenders. Like here's my question: because when you go into bars, like I've never experienced this, but sometimes I heard stories from bartenders. And they like, man, there's this one guy who just sits there and he just tells me about his problems, and I don't care. And I got a list. You ever had that dude when he was drunk and he was like, so 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 the bitch left me today and she took the dog, right? But But she left the puppies, and I hate the puppies. I just wanted the dog. That bitch could take the puppies. Like you ever had to do?
Nah, but I had a few drunk dudes, drunk women. Everyone just start talking to me, and it just be like, "What?" You know. By me being a bartender, I can't be rude or anything. So I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna hear you
Mhm.
out,
Right.
whatever. Even though I ain't paying attention, but I'm gonna listen.
And I mean, shout out to
Drunk
all
people are the
bartenders.
worst people. That's what people fail to realize. When you drunk, you ain't even in your right mind. You just you saying shit. You're very vulnerable. You saying everything that didn't happen in your life.
I'll say sometimes you standing there because like now, like I used to be a bouncer. I was a bouncer for 17 years,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the same way, kinda. Like you guys get them at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes if we're just standing around, on the floor, or just walking around, people once they get drunk, like you said, they just start talking. And there's been a couple people like they'll come up and they'll start talking to me, and at the end of the conversation, when they walk off, somebody be like, What were they talking about?" And I just look at them like, I have no fucking idea, not a clue.
Right. I'm
Like
just listening.
nothing he said made sense.
You
Like
like, I'm not
about
yet.
scrambled eggs. He was talking about scrambled eggs, and then next thing I know, it was something about a truck flying through a window. I don't know. Like the man was
What I
all over the place.
what I am gonna say is shout out to drunk white people. Drunk white people will
Yeah.
buy you shots. They will, hey, bro. What are you drinking? What are you? Get him another shot, right? What you drink? You want another one? You want? My name Bill, by the way.
Like
Get him another shot. I'm like, yo,
They
what
not
up,
cheap.
Bill?
I was saying,
They not cheap with the tips either.
No, no, no. I try. You
no,
know what? I always, if I get good service at the bar, man, I always tip my bartender, man. And y'all should be tipping your damn bartender for dealing with your funky asses. Tip your bartender.
Yes.
I was like,
You gotta stand up, you
even if
gotta
you
move
just drink
around, you
soda,
gotta get drinks together, you gotta remember who wanted what and who wanted what. Like it's an easy job, but it's not an easy job at
and
the same time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to say, since we have a bartender on, stop yelling at the damn bartender. They hear you.
Man,
Like you not the only one there. Stop yelling at them.
yeah, you don't know
They
how
Oh
hear
many
no,
you.
people
no.
come up to the
It
bar and they
depends.
be like,
Sometimes the
I
music,
want
when the
this.
music
And I'm
loud, you
like,
get
I know.
mistaken. You be like if the music loud, I think you can't hear me. I'm like, yo, yo, yo. Could you?
No,
Thank
but
you.
like I mean, like I said, just from being a bouncer, like that used to irritate me just as much as it irritated the bartenders. Because like you're standing there and there's 30 people at the bar. You got two, maybe three bartenders. They're all helping somebody, and you got this one person that's got like $3 in their hand. Hey, won't you come over here? Like, like, bro, calm down. They gonna get to you. Just give it some
And
time,
I
man.
hate that
Like,
because some people
do
come
you
up to the
not see
bar.
all these other people standing there?
Yeah, and I hate that because some people coming up to the bar when I'm already helping somebody else, like, oh, I want the same one. I'm like, okay, just give me a second. I'll get you in a minute, but I got a few drinks before me. And some people get a little impatient, but it's like, you ain't the only one that came here to drink. I understand you loving the
Yeah.
drinks, you vibing or whatever the case may be, but there's a line. It's an open bar,
And
but you got to
I don't say my other thing is know what you want. Like I'm telling y'all four bartenders, know what you want when you get
tell
to
me
the
about it. And
bar.
there's a
Don't
cocktail menu
don't
right there.
stand there. Like don't stand there and be like, um,
I see.
bro, there's people waiting.
I'm one of them people. I know what I want. I just don't know what you have. Like if I don't know what you have, now I'm gonna ask. But if I see it on the bar, I'm like, oh, let me get a shot of that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
But see,
whiskey
for
or
me,
beer. That's all it's gonna
Yeah.
be.
Normally
for
they
me
display it in the background, whatever the case may be, you could see it. So,
yeah,
Yeah,
when I walk
yeah.
into the bar, I already know what I want. Give me my
But
I like
sometimes
my
with
honey jack
the
and my
beer
Cuban
be
Sprite.
the
Yeah.
beer be under the bar, so I can't see
Yeah.
the beer. So I'm like, what type of beers you got? And don't tell me
but
anything
see,
that's related to Budweiser, Michelob, or Miller. None of that.
That
What
shit
beer do
ain't
you
good.
have?
Look,
and
I
see,
don't like that.
but for me, that's a little bit different. If you're not sure what they have, it's one thing to be like, hey, hey, what do you have, so that you can make a decision. But if you already clearly see what they got, and you standing there for 20 minutes, well, how much is this? How much is that? I'm a firm believer. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. Just stop. It's like, so don't walk up to the bar. How much is a shot of Hennessy? If you got to ask me that, then you can't afford the price.
Yeah, that's true.
Stay in
That's
your
fact.
range. Stay in your
That's
range.
fact.
If you came out to the bar and you got $5 in your pocket, order a Sprite,
First
order
of
a
all,
Coke.
you shouldn't be at the bar with $5 in your
You should
pocket.
already know your budget or what you planning on spending. You
Yeah,
know
if
the
you got
bar's gonna price you whatever the case may be. It's gonna be higher than where you get it. You know you ain't
if
gonna
you
get
ain't
the
got
price in the liquor store.
if you got $5, stay at the house. I
Five
remember one
dollars ain't
time.
gonna get you. You might as well get you a water
No,
and get you
I
some
remember
lemon and yeah, and call it a day.
Hey, that's
Cause
about it.
yeah,
they used to play
$5.
that.
Come on
What was
now.
that song? They used to play
Let's not know
Fancy
that
back
let's not act
back when
like
I
we
was in
don't know
college.
all these women who go out to the bars with no money in their pocket at all, hoping
Back
for
when I
these
was
dudes to buy them
But
drinks.
they say that's okay for a woman to go out broke
dudes will. But
because
I remember I was back in
more than
college.
likely you're gonna see a woman you like. You know you're gonna pay for the drink.
Let me tell you something, ladies. I'm not buying you
Not
shit.
me.
I'm not
I ain't getting
T-Pain.
you nothing.
I'm
Not
not
a
buying you
damn thing.
nothing. A
Yeah,
bitch
same
can't
here.
get $1 out of me.
Yeah, because that's how you know. Like first impression is the last impression. It's like if you ain't got no money, I'm assuming you ain't got no money.
Yeah,
Period. But
I
that's
ain't
when
gonna
how you
lie.
know if somebody is. It's like when you go on a date with a girl, just act like you ain't gonna pay for the date and see how she act. If she act all bougie and sedity, like nah, I ain't paying for that. No, you ain't never gonna go on a date with her because now she looking just for you to pay for something.
Yeah.
That's
Right? Be
me.
like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I got this one.
Yeah,
Oh well,
I
what about
got
the
it. But
next
it's
one?
like I want to
Oh,
see if you where you at, where your head at with it.
I
like
remember
I
I
mean,
was
and
sitting at the
that's the thing,
bar.
you know.
I was sitting at the bar and the broad said, "Man, I really need a drink." I was like, "Me too." Hey, let me get this. Fuck you mean?
Right,
Hey, get your drink, walk away. Be like, you have a nice night now.
Hey,
right.
hey, you know
Enjoy
what fucked me
yourself.
up?
You get that
I,
Get what
I
you
was at
want.
the I was in school and I was at the bar and they play what's the name of that song that fancy shit when like you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home. I like damn, so they gonna talk about me like that in the bar? Fuck it, man. I'll go home, man. I ain't gotta deal with this shit.
Because people
I
you'd
I
be
ain't come out
surprised
for
people
this.
who ain't got it. That don't. To me, the ones that don't display that they got it, they got it. But the
Mhm.
ones that like, oh, I
And
got it. Don't even trip. I
but you know
got it.
what? That's
I got it type shit.
and
I'm
you
not a
know what?
gatted
That's
ass
kind of our
motherfucker. I
culture.
ain't got it.
That's
Shit, I ain't
and I
mad
mean,
at you.
like me, I can't even lie. When I was younger, nah, that used to be me all the time. I'm trying to stunt. Like I'm broke as hell. I got like $100 and I got 50 bills I need to pay with that 100. But I'm
Mhm.
trying to sit out here and act like, you know what I'm saying? I got the word. I got older. I was like, you know what? Fuck that. No, no. Hey, you want to go out? No, I'm broke. I ain't got no money.
Hey,
I ain't
hey,
got shit.
pro
Yeah.
tip. Keep a bottle in your car. Take you 10 shots before you go into the motherfucking bar and you can just have beer and chill the fuck out.
Yeah, that's really how I am. I'm pouring me a cup up before I hit the bar. So you know
Yeah,
me, I
yeah.
might buy me one or two drinks, but shit, that's all I
Because a
need
lot
to
of
be right.
times we go to these bars, man, these prices be like astronaut. I remember motherfucker was charging $7 for a shot of regular Jack. I'm like the bottle was fucking 20. So if I
Yeah,
get 3 shots, I bought the bottle.
yeah. And I love Jack, and I always get
I,
my Sprite with Jack. I'm like, what? I'm like, fuck it, I
I
got
like
it.
3 shots.
Damn.
Yeah, 3 shots. I don't bought this bitch. Fuck that. Hell no. I'm good.
And,
I'll go
and see,
look.
like me
And
now,
even the
though,
bottle
like,
service is you can get a
Oh,
bottle of
bottle service.
champagne that's like $80, and the damn club is
man,
$300. Like what?
They paying
so y'all,
$150 for a $40 bottle of Belvedere. I said y'all doing too much.
y'all hearing
Come
it
on
right
now,
here on
brother.
this podcast with a bartender. If you ain't got the money, just don't even do it.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane. Play your position. If you broke, be broke.
And I
Stay
had that
your ass at home.
somebody okay, it's an open bar, like you said, it is an open bar. So I got the Henny, I got the Douce, whatever.
Shout out
I
to
call
Duce.
that Douce. That's my. I actually mix up a drink with that too. Douce,
Duce, yeah.
Douce is probably like one of my favorite cognacs.
I
But
say Duce and Nyack is my favorite cognac. Oh, you know what?
and
Davidoff.
Rick Ross one of his is pretty good. The
I ain't try. No, what's the
Vanola,
name of it?
Vanola or something like that. I think that's the name
Oh,
of it.
no, I ain't tried it. I tried the Bel Air shit, the rose shit, but I ain't really into like wine and champagne. But you know what?
Now, you got a
Davidoff.
cognac. That's a cognac one.
Oh, I know he made a cognac.
Yeah.
Davidoff, the cigar maker, Davidoff makes a cognac. It's $80.
Okay.
This is a good fucking cognac. Like this cognac can compete with Hennessy XO. Like this is a great
Yeah.
fucking cognac
I said
if you
that.
can find it.
It got that French vanilla taste to it, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this is fire. With a little Coke. I'm not really a Coke drinker, but I'll drink it with Coke, and it's not bad.
Shout out to my shout out to the local liquor store by me. I got a business account and they always hook me up with samples. So that lets
That's
you
how
know
you
how
gotta
much.
do it. I need to get into that. I don't really dabble with
That,
the liquor stores. I'm really in between the grocery stores and Bevmo because to me, they have the best price though. Between liquor stores try to overprice their shit,
but that lets you know how
grocery
much.
stores they have deals every now and then.
Oh yeah,
Most people
but
don't know. But
that's
I
how
know my
much
deal.
I go to this
Okay, so
liquor
you
store
just
is
go in
that
and
they
buy
give
your
me a
bottles
price.
like everybody else do, and just kind of go
Yeah.
from there.
See, I pay a price at this liquor store. That's how much I've been to this liquor store. Dude was
Oh,
like,
okay.
he
You
like, you're
developed
single
that
handedly my best
relationship.
fucking customer.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to him. I'm gonna have him on the show too. He got to get on the show. But yeah,
And do
so
y'all make your own cigars? That's what I want to ask y'all.
now we're gonna get into that. We're
Okay.
gonna definitely get into making our own
Yeah, see,
cigars.
I
We
don't go to
talking
the
to some
liquor store
people,
that much.
I'll
but
support that.
yeah.
You gotta let me
I
know
mean,
whenever you want.
Oh no, liquor store. You been look. If you go to the right liquor store, man, yo, I'm telling you, boy,
we're
you gotta, you gotta go to the right one though. A lot of them. What I realized
you
is,
looking into it.
if you go into the right liquor store, a lot of them, if the shit that I like, a lot of people in the area don't drink, so the price goes down, so they can get rid of that shit. And I'll be like, oh, for real? Let me get two of those.
Right? That's really how you're supposed to do. You buy 2 bottles of each because you may end up liking, and there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, every week,
Can't take my
every week I
computer
try to get a
downstairs, but I
bottle.
got a full little
I
bar
would,
set
I would
up
say
out here.
like me, I still drink Ludas. I still drink Conjure
Okay.
or Conjure, however you want it.
I can't find it nowhere.
Yeah, like I said, I still drink Conjure, but unfortunately, they don't have that out. They don't have that where I am. The closest spot that has it to me is Wisconsin, which is 9 hours away. So
Okay.
when I do go up there, I'll buy like 1 or 2 cases. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll actually call ahead before I even go up there and be like, "Hey, look, I'm gonna be up there in September. Yo, I need 2 cases." They'll call me when it comes in. I'll pick that up. I'll bring that back, and that's what I'll drink on until the next time I go out there. But I mean, sometimes it's not a bad idea to get in good with your local liquor store,
Yeah.
because a lot of times some of them, hey, they might even hook you up, like especially with you having like a mobile bar. So
Yeah.
yours is more of a
What really
business,
messed
or
out
yours
here
is
is
business.
I don't know if you ever been to Vegas, Circus Liquor.
I,
They got
I,
a few out here. They got one actually in the city I live in, and then the city I grew up in. I usually go there. They really have good deals. I mean, they had 2 bottles of Douce for $50. It was a small bottle, but it was,
Shit, I'll take that.
yeah.
I'll take that all day. I remember I went to this little liquor store about no lie, I went to this liquor store about where I used to work at. We said, man, we're gonna get something to drink. And I'm motherfucker was charging 45 for the paint. I'm like, you can get the bottle for 50. Get the fuck out of here. They trying to
Yeah.
tax. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. Because when I go in, I already know basically how much the prices is on this shit. Like I know how much this shit costs.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at them to see how much they're gonna fuck me over when I go to other
right.
liquor stores. I'm like, I just look like, for real? Word? That's what you charging? I just take the beer. No, I know how much this shit costs,
Just
man.
overprice they shit sometimes. That's really why I don't really mess with them like that. But I'll go to them because sometimes they got the mixers that most grocery stores and Bevmo don't got. Bevmo is cool, but I feel like Bevmo need a better selection of shit for bartenders or bar. Period. They got a cool little selection, but not as much as they should. Everything is either sold out and they don't restock as much as they should. That's what I hate.
Okay.
And see, I
That's
hate that
nothing
when
else
I
I
go
wanna ask
to a
you.
liquor store. Like if it's something that is selling, like you should always have that on hand. So like if you got
That's what I be saying. That's
if
why I
you got
asked them like,
if you got like a whiskey that sells all the time, hey, once you get down to about 5 or 6 bottles, hey, you should already have more coming in.
Now here's my question for you. When
Like
it comes to
there should
liquor,
never
do
be a
you
time where something that's real popular is out.
So here's my question for you: do people suggest liquor to have, like when you get a client, do you give them like a list, like, okay, what do you drink, or do you come with your own and make your own, or do they get to pick what they want?
It depends. Majority I pick
Okay.
because I'm already knowing what people like. I'm a drinker myself, so I'm already knowing. And yeah, but Moni, sometimes like
That
and it's, I got a client that's I'm coming up on Saturday. She want like the top shelf tequila. She wants some
Okay.
Don Julio, some 1800, but the top 1800. She don't want that regular 1800 that we drink, you know. So I'm like, okay, I'll provide that, but it's gonna
right.
be a difference in price because it's so high. It's top shelf at the same time. Like you don't want when I'm offering, then I'm gonna have to, give you a higher price.
Mm-hmm. So that'd be my thing. I'd be like, this is
Bro,
all top shelf shit right here. This is all top shelf. Please don't touch it, you broke son of a bitch. Just look at it. Look at it and enjoy it. This is my party. Have a drink. Like that's how you stun on a motherfucker. Like we don't do bottom shelf. Like it's certain shit I want. Don't get me wrong. I will drink some bottom shelf. It's some good bottom shelf whiskey. But it's certain shit. I don't drink vodka anymore. I don't drink E&J.
Yeah, I
I
don't like
don't
vodka.
drink Christian Brothers. Now that was my starter liquor though. Let me not diss E&J and Christian Brothers. That was my high school liquor. That's the liquor we used to put in a Coke bottle, sit in class with. So I ain't gonna diss them, but I just don't. I think my palate has grown, so I can't drink that shit no more.
that, and it should. But I mean, yeah, no, I'm the same way now. Like I just have stuff that I drink, and like even if I go out, no matter what, people will tell you I will drink the same whether I'm at home or whether I'm out because what I drink is what I drink, and I mean I'm
Yeah.
not gonna change it up depending on where I am. Uh, you know, I feel like drinking is it's just like anything else in life. So like even with my video games, and yes, people, I play video games. Uh, I play the games that I like, and I can afford that particular habit. So I'm not gonna sit back and be like, oh well, I'm gonna get this game because it's $20 cheaper than that one. If it's not a game that I like, I'm not. I don't care what the price is. I'm not gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
Or if it is a game that I like, hey, it might be $40, $50 more than something else that's similar. Well, I'm gonna pay the money for what it is that I like. And I think a lot of
Oh,
people need to do that with drinking. Like,
Hmm.
oh,
stop switching up. Like if you
I got
drinking
an
if
interesting.
you drinking Fleshman, you at home. Fucking drink that when you out at the bar. Hey, if you
I
broke,
got
you
Yeah.
a.
broke.
Most people out here, most people drink Amsterdam. Amsterdam, that's shit.
I
That's like
don't.
$10 a bottle.
Yeah, I don't
And
like
then
that shit.
motherfuckers want to come like, you got that Ciroc? Go ahead, pour me a double shot of Ciroc. Like, you ain't no
Now
Ciroc drinker. Take a chill. Like,
Like yeah, like you're
I
not
got.
ready for that.
I
yeah,
got.
like
I
you
got
come
a
over
question
here and
for
then you
you
got your
now.
bottle over there in Amsterdam and you want a double shot. Like, come on now. Like, don't do
I got a
that.
question for you. Do you still go to bars?
Uh, I haven't been in a minute. But yeah, I'm
Because
hoping to go to bars.
this
That's really
question I
how
want to
I
ask you.
would network. That's what I would network. But like recently, I haven't just because the whole COVID, the whole everything. You don't want to be out too much and do
Now
all
here's my
that.
question though. If you sitting at the
Right.
bar, you're a bartender. Do you judge the bartender with how they make shit? Do you be sitting there like, man, that shit wrong? That's not
And
how
I'll
you
just
do
be
that.
like, this shit weak because I don't feel like they put enough liquor in for me.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
to me, it should be like 3, 4 drinks. You should be bent by then. You should be, you should be right.
Hmm.
Yeah, and because to me, I don't go for all that mixed drinks. When I
Just
like I
sitting
said,
back like, oh, she did, like they did that all wrong.
Now here's another question. That's all that you led into what I was about to ask you. What do you drink when you chilling? You just chilling. What do you drink? What do you pull up? Besides, I know Jack. You said Jack is your shit.
I'm on a Henny. I'm on a Douce. And then a Ciroc. Ciroc is really to me that's one of my top drinks that I fuck with if it's a clear. And then
Hmm.
tequila, I fuck with me. I like 1800. I like
Hmm.
the Responder. I don't know if
1800 good.
yeah.
I, I do 1800 Cabo Wabo. Siete Legones if I could. It's just starting to get here. I had that
Mhm.
down in Mexico. That shit was dope. Um, but yeah, That's all. I always wondered, like, if a bartender sitting at the bar, do they ever just look at a bartender? Like, you know how, like, you'll be watching basketball and it'd be like a dude used to play basketball and an analyst, and they'll be like, oh, he's doing it wrong. This is how you're supposed to do it. Like, I be wondering, bartenders be like, man, this motherfucker don't know what they doing. Hey, look at this shit. Look at this shit. I ain't
Yeah.
even mention this shit right. Look at this shit.
Yeah,
This
because
gotta be a
like,
newbie.
Look at this. Look
people
at this.
just hire people just to hire. Like before you had to get a license, it was
Mhm.
just anybody at the bar. It wouldn't be
Mhm.
somebody that be interested in bartending
Oh,
because, like I said, you got to know your cognacs, your vodka, your tequila. You got to know. And most people they
Mhm.
know they'll be like, what is that? Like to me, if you don't know, I don't want you to make my drink. Plain and simple.
Mhm. That's how it is, because I do part time at the cigar lounge. So you gotta know these cigars. You can't just sit at that motherfucker come in like, and let me get this cigar. You like, you ever tried the cigar? No. What's this cigar? What's your taste notes? Oh, I don't smoke. Well, I never had that. You gotta know something. You can't
Yeah,
just not know anything. You gotta know something. Even if it's what the fucking newspaper tell you or the press release, you gotta know something about it.
yeah. You got to do your research before.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah,
to
you
know.
and
can
that's why I would have.
Everybody gonna
That's
ask you
why I got to
questions.
give a shout out. And that's why I got to give a shout out to my old bartenders at the Cardinal in Wisconsin, in Madison, Wisconsin. They changed the name now. They could pretty much tell you anything you needed to know about any drink, any liquor in that bar. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
if you asked them, they knew. So
Mhm.
they weren't bartenders that would just be like, "Oh, well, I don't know," and just pour
Mhm.
it. Or like if you were ordering something, they would actually tell you the correct way to order it. So like
Mhm.
like maybe it's something that you're not used to drinking, and they'd be like, "Oh, well, have you tried it this way?" You know what I'm saying? It
Mhm.
has a better flavor, a better taste, whatever. But it wasn't where it was just kind of like, "Hey, I just poured a drink."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like they actually knew about what it was they were serving. And me personally, I thought that made for a much better experience than somebody that just pours the drinks and is like, "Hey, this is what you ordered."
Yeah. True.
Now, I mean, I'm all with giving people what they ordered, but some people you can even tell sometimes by the way that they order, they don't exactly know what it is they're getting or what
Mhm.
they're trying to do with what they're ordering. And sometimes people need that, like like, "Hey, nah, this is how this should be done."
Mhm.
Because, like you said, some people they get out there, they might even just get a little bit of money, especially around tax time. And all of a sudden, people who've been drinking Fleshmans and Kettle One all year, now all of a sudden they experts. Oh no, I need
Yeah.
the most expensive shit you got. Like, nah, bro, no, you
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Fuck you. Yeah, I
You're
do.
not
Yeah, I
about
do.
that life.
Yeah, I
You're
do.
not ready for
Yeah, I
this.
do.
Sometimes you gotta
Yeah, I
treat
do.
yourself though.
What
But
is that bottle made of? Is
Mhm.
that bottle made of ostrich feathers? Hell yeah.
yeah.
it's, it's
Right, I
tax
need
season,
It's
that.
made
you
of
you
gold.
broke bitches.
Right? Y'all ain't drinking this shit. I
What is it?
know
Yeah,
you ain't
broke
got it for
bitches.
this.
I want this shit. My man Dave Chappelle said that's a chandelier made of the finest chicken dinners I ever ate. All right, but
Hey,
yo,
that's me.
we got to get up out of here, man. But yo, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Yo,
Yeah,
tell the people
thanks for
though.
having me.
Oh, tell the people where they can reach
Well,
you at, and tell them about the cigars that you're an ambassador for before we get up out of here. Tell them where to get it at
Okay,
that at.
you can have me on Instagram at Becky the bartender. Instead of for E, it's an A in the and Daniel Marshall bartender. Daniel, I'm sorry, I'm slurring words. Daniel Marshall cigars. You actually can click the link on my Instagram, and it's there. And if you use the code Becky the bartender, you can get a little discount off. And yeah, thanks y'all for having me. I wouldn't mind coming back. This is a great little talk with y'all.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Nice to
definitely.
meet
We
y'all.
go,
oh,
and
Yeah.
we definitely gonna in between time, in the meantime, I'm definitely gonna be hitting you up, asking you about drink ideas, because that's what I like
Okay.
to do is drink.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that's what's up. I gotta ask you about cigars. See, y'all know more than what I know. Y'all can educate me in
oh
this cigar
oh
thing.
definitely. We got a lot of cigar makers on the show, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll
Yeah, I
check out.
seen y'all. I seen y'all. Y'all every week, every day. It looked like y'all getting a shipment coming in. Different cigars.
Shout out to
hey,
y'all for sending us them cigars. Shout out to y'all. Um, But yeah, we're finna get up out of here, man. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming on.
Uh-huh.
As always, we remind you blow your smoke like a goddamn gentleman. We out.
All right, yeah.
Peace.